Hi, this week's question is, how long should my memoir be? How many words, how many pages? So really simple answer here. Your memoir should be exactly the number of words you need to tell your story well. That's it. It's that simple, really. I hope that's not an annoying answer because it's true. Many memoirs fall into the category of somewhere between 200 and 300 pages, say, but some of the best memoirs I know are fewer than 100 pages or thereabouts. So there's really no minimum or maximum that you need to worry about. The better question really is the memoir complete, in the sense of, think of yourself as painting a self-portrait. Rather than ask, how many brushstrokes do I need to complete the self-portrait? Is the self-portrait finished? Is it glistening? Is it full? Is the portrait rich? Is it complete? In story, you can look at arc and development, and does the reader have enough to place themselves in the story and travel with you? Those are the questions to really guide you. The page count, I understand why people get a little fussy about numbers of words, and they feel that there's maybe a goal to be reached, but you can really set that aside and focus instead on the nature of your writing, because it will also depend on what kind of writer you are. If you're a more poetic writer, you might write very nutrient dense, I call it nutrient dense prose, that's just very rich in itself. It doesn't need many pages, just as a book of poetry is very slim, and the language is very condensed, and each word is chosen so carefully. There are memoirs that are written that way. There are other memoirs that spin lots of dialogue and description and that go on, that sort of romp along for pages and pages, and that's the right length for them. So it's as much about what kind of writer you are as what kind of story you're telling. And then the questions really to ask are, is that journey complete? Have I departed one state of being and arrived at another? Have I charted a shift in a satisfactory way? Has there been a shift in the narrator's perspective of events, let's say, so that we're not just starting here, recounting events, recounting more events, recounting events, and sort of ending in some arbitrary moment? What we're really looking for, what the reader is really longing for, is some kind of departure and arrival. Some, as I say, memoir charts a shift, some shift. So if it has a satisfying kind of resolution or cadence to it, then you're getting close to an ending. And then, are the characters developed enough? Does the reader have enough to place themselves in the scenes? Is there enough kind of sensory detail to guide us through the story? Those are the questions to really look for in answering the question, is it finished, or am I close to being finished? So just be really easy with number of pages and words. Honor the kind of writer you are and the kind of writing you like doing, and look for that, I call it skywriting. No, what is your story actually about, that your personal story is an illustration of? What's that universal theme that's echoing above your story that you are charting down here? And have you explored that? Not just told the reader what happened, but why what happened mattered and why it should matter to them. Those are the questions that can guide your writing. Okay, I hope that helps.